Hi guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back. So in this video, I want to do a quick review of a video I did 2 months ago. I did a video titled "Four Stocks to Buy," and in that video, I sort of laid a premise that I saw a lot of disruptions and opportunities on the horizon, and I was talking about the fact that our goal on this channel is to sort of figure out where the disruptions are going to happen and then position ourselves for the opportunities that will arise from those disruptions. And one of the disruptions I talked about was the supply of electricity to domestic users. And on that particular topic, I sort of suggested a company called Generac Power Systems. And this is a company that I've been following for a long time. I strongly believe that Generac is going to do great in the season and in the times that we're coming into. And so I talked about the fact that there was gonna be a lot of unusual weather phenomena in the United States. I talked about that particular factor being a catalyst for Generac, for the price of Generac to go up. And so since I did that video 2 months ago, I think when I did that video, Generac was around $131 then per share. And a lot of people might feel like it was too high then, but I saw a lot of tailwinds for Generac, on the horizon. So I felt, at that point it was a good entry point. I also talked about a couple of things. So I'm going to play the video now just to give you a refresher. It's a short one. So the next disruption and opportunity that I want to talk about will be in electricity. I strongly believe that at some point, in the next 12 months, the distribution or the supply of electricity to domestic users will be disrupted, especially in the United States. Now, there are a lot of reasons why this might happen. First of all, we know that the grids in the United States are in a very poor state. Most of them are dilapidated, if I can put it that way. We also see things like, weather phenomena. We see what is going on in Texas at the moment. We saw what happened, with Texas, when the snowstorm came. So those sort of weather phenomena are going to be commonplace in the United States. And I believe that Generac Power Systems, this company will be in a good position to take advantage of that disruption when it begins to play out. Now, if you take a look at this picture, you will see this device here, which is a Generac generator. This is going to become commonplace in the United States. Most houses, most domestic users in the United States will need a backup generator, to power their homes and to, sort of get the power they need in their homes. And I believe that Generac will be in a good position to take advantage of these opportunities. Now, there are other companies that offer, alternative power energy solutions, solar and hydrogen and the rest. And we are interested in those ones. But I strongly believe that Generac, through this generator appliance that they've got, will be in a good position to ride out this opportunity. And that is why I have picked Generac. There's a lot of good things going on with Generac at the moment. Their sales are rebounding. The last earnings call was really good. So I like this company. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I've been a big fan of Generac for many years right now. I've bought into Generac, sold out, multiple times, and I'm back again into Generac because the opportunity is really appealing, if I can put it that way. Another thing you must understand about Generac is part of the S&P 500. So if the market begins to sell off, it will affect Generac, but that will be a good buying opportunity for people who want to find an entry point into Generac. So that is what I want to share with you guys regarding. So the second disruption that I see will be in the supply of electricity to domestic users. So as you can see in that video, I was particular about weather, and that weather was going to be a catalyst for Generac to go up. So today, is the 9th of October. Let us just take a look at what is happening to Generac. So we can see that Generac is obviously has gone up by over $40. Now it's now 171, and it's sitting there. It's just sitting there now at $171. But if you take a look at the news surrounding Generac now, and you can see that everything is talking about weather and weather being a catalyst for Generac. And if you take a look at this one, it says Hurricane Milton near Florida. And all these things, all these weather issues are all catalyst for Generac. And you can see Generac launched low on portable generators after storm. So basically these things are selling out. And if you look at that video, I talked about the fact that Generac generator, I pointed it out. I said that generator was going to be a commonplace in the United States, and every home, most homes will need that generator to power up their homes. I talked about that in that video. And you can see that what we're seeing here is, Generac stock soars as Hurricane Milton approaches Florida. Stock futures, hurricane, all these weather phenomena are, is now a catalyst for Generac. And I strongly believe, and I'm going to tell you what I think about Generac moving forward anyway. Let me just leave that first. If you watch till the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what is going to happen. But either ways, you can see that everything around Generac now is now talking about weather being a catalyst for Generac, like I said in the video. So it's important for you to understand that, you have to be a futurist. If you want to do well in the stock market, you have to be able to see things before they come into perspective or into a view, if I can put it that way. So most of the things that I'm sharing with you guys here, right, are not just based off of feelings. These are, how will I put it, foresights that I'm giving to you guys on here. And so when I come and tell you that a stock is going to do well, I mentioned 4 stocks in that video. I talked about ExxonMobil, I talked about oil, and you guys are seeing what is going on in the Middle East. When I talked about oil was actually headed, a lot of analysts were predicting that oil was going downwards. And I said that we may see an all-time high in oil. And I still hold strongly to that conviction that we will see in the next 12 months, we may see a $200 price on the on oil. Right now, if you take a look at oil, it doesn't seem possible. It doesn't look plausible, if I can put it that way. But these are my convictions when it comes to oil and other things. I talked about financial disruptions, gold. I talked about silver. I talked about a couple of things. So it's important for you to take, pay attention to the things that I'm talking about on this channel. If you're watching my videos, pay attention to the things I'm talking about. So let's come back to Generac. So now that things are beginning to play out for Generac is now up over $40. What is next for Generac, right? What is next? And like I always tell people, a lot of people might see the price of Generac today, say, oh, okay, Michael, when you said it that time, it was 131. Now it's 171. Is it too late? And I'm telling you right now that this is just starting. The weather, the unusual weather is going to continue for a while. The East Coast especially is going to be having issues with weather, right? And so Generac will continue to do well. As you can see, they're already running low on stock. They don't even have the generator anymore, so you can't even get it off the shelf. And these things are signs for us to take notice of what is going on in the world. The reason why a lot of people do not understand what is happening in the world today is because they are missing the forest. They are paying attention to the trees and not the forest as a whole. So you need a high level view of the world to understand what is happening, all these things that are going on. I mean, all these things that are happening around the world, you need to know what is going on. And I'm telling you right now that Generac, right, is going to continue to do well because the weather issue is going to continue as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So we're going to see a lot of people begin to rush towards, backup generators. And like I told you, there are a lot of backup generator companies in the stock market, but I strongly believe that Generac is positioned to take, a full advantage of the disruption, as it begins to play out. And we can see it already here that Generac is running low on generators. And I don't know, how bullish, I mean, what other bullish sign you want to see. You can see sold out of all generators. Display cannot be purchased. This is how the demand for generators have been. And if you go back to my video, I said it that the demand for generators will skyrocket. It will skyrocket because where the United States is heading to is almost in the next 12 months. When you take a look at the United States, you might not be able to differentiate it from a third world country. So it's important for you to understand that we are seeing all these things are signs of what is about to take place. Do you get what I'm saying? In the United States. So Generac is still a good company. It's still a good buy at this level. At this level, it's experiencing a pullback right now. I think it ran up to 175 at one point. So it's pulling back, and this is just correction. It's just correction, right? It will still go higher because the demand for generator is just starting. Like I said in my gold videos, all these things are just starting. We are nowhere near the end of any of these trends. These trends are just starting. They are what we call, they are consolidating, which means they are building momentum for the next leg up. So Generac is going to consolidate a little bit at this 170 mark for a period, but that is to build momentum for the next level, for the next level. And so I have a price point for Generac where I see Generac in the next 12 months. I'm not going to share that in this video. Probably going to do that in another video. But it's so important for you to be strategic in this season, especially when it comes to investing. Don't focus on the disruption. If you're able to see things the way I see them, you will see the opportunities. I mean, you can see the opportunities even in the midst of the disruptions. And that is why, that's how I want you guys to think. Yes, there might be a storm. Yes, there might be a hurricane, which is disruptive. But what are the opportunities behind those disruptions? And that is how I see things. So I just thought I'd bring this information to your attention that Generac is still a good buy. If you're someone that is looking to get into investing in stock, Generac is a play that you should take a look at. A lot of stocks are on the way down, but Generac is on the way up, in my own opinion. So I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. Guys, always remember, if you've been following my channel for a while, I am not a licensed financial advisor. Please, everything I say on this video, do your own due diligence before you buy anything. So guys, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you like videos like this, subscribe to the channel, like the video, click on the notification bell. We are going somewhere in this channel, and I want to take you guys with me, on this journey, on this financial transformation journey. So it's important for us to stay tuned. Don't miss a video. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.